Panthers-Cardinals and the return of Cam Newton. Didn't start the game, but came in the first quarter, and on his first play, runs it in for 6, takes off his helmet, tells the world that he's back. I'm back. That's what he said. Cam used to be a force inside the 5 for the Panthers. As it turns out, still is. Okay, so that was his first play. How did you do on his second play back? Fired a touchdown to Robbie Anderson. Self-titled Superman delivers a Superman sequel. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns, and the Panthers win big. After the game, Cam Newton with a little perspective on the emotion shown after his first score.
Well, I put it like this. This time last week, I was eating a bowl of cereal. Like, you feel me? So I told Coach Rule it would never happen again, and it wouldn't. That one on me. But yet, I mean, I was eating cereal last week, you know what I mean? So that just puts things into perspective.
How much does this offense need the energy and the fun that Cam brings?
I think, like, 1,000%, you know what I'm saying? 1,000%.
Broussard, how come we never take selfies like that when we're talking to the media? Hey, what was your reaction, Broussard, to Cam's 2 touchdowns in his return to the Panthers?
We must start that, Jenna. But look, I loved it. I think anybody with a heart had to love what you saw. Look, this is a guy 32 years old, was at one time the MVP of the league, one of the best to play in the NFL. And now he's sitting there saying, there's no way that 32 quarterbacks in the NFL are better than me. And he was right. And I get why he wasn't signed, but there aren't 32 guys that are better than him. So you saw all of the anger and frustration he'd been feeling probably for the last 2 months in that first run. He broke, what, 3 tackles? He would not be denied. Yeah. Look, he got the penalty for celebrating. I was fine with it because he deserved to say that. He's been through a lot and looked good. Now, overall, though, I think it was a tease. I felt cheated because I'm watching the games yesterday, and I'm watching all the games, and that game was not on my big screen. Once I saw Kyler Murray was out, that game was relegated to the 4 box, but I put it on the big screen when I saw Cam playing. So I was hoping to see more of Cam, and we didn't get much more. It was a tease. Now, they're saying, PJ, I get it why. PJ Walker was okay, but also he just got back. He probably doesn't know the playbook yet. He's still adjusting to Matt Rule's offense, all that. Okay, I get it. But Wilds, I do think that going forward, obviously the reports are that it looks like he'll start next week. And while I don't expect Cam to get back to what he used to be, I don't expect him to turn back the clock and be great. With that defense and with Christian McCaffrey, who looked sensational yesterday, there's no other way to describe it. With that defense and McCaffrey, if he stays healthy, Cam could potentially lead them to the playoffs. That is not off the table by any stretch of the imagination.
Okay, that is on the table, but probably won't happen. And here's the ugly truth, because I'm rooting for Cam, and I was happy when he took his helmet off. You know, I just love the whole thing. But, Nick, here's the truth, and someone's got to say it. It doesn't mean I don't love Cam anymore. Panthers still need to go out and find a quarterback. We know that Cam can be effective in goal line situations. We saw that all last year with the Patriots. He can't throw the ball down the field anymore. Maybe his shoulder is healed. Maybe he's healthy again. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. But all last year, and statistics bear it out, that yards 15 plus yards down the field, Cam is one of the worst quarterbacks in the league since his shoulder injury. So look, it was a nice day for Carolina. I was happy for Cam, but they're still in a tough spot because Sam Darnold's not the answer, PJ Walker's not the answer, and I hate to say it, Cam is not your long-term answer either.
But we're not worried about the long term, and we're worried about the right. We're worried about the right now, and there's nothing you can do. It's November. They can't draft anyone right now. They can't trade for anyone right now. Worried about the right now. And by the way, I think the Panthers likely are going to make the playoffs now. And you might, Nick, that's reactionary. Go pull up the NFC standings, folks. You have 5 teams that are guaranteed to be in. We know who they are. Right now, the 6th seed is New Orleans, and the 7th seed is Carolina. After that, you're talking about Minnesota, my beloved Atlanta Falcons. Who's the other 4-win team that I'm forgetting about? Philly. So, like, New Orleans might fall more. Carolina could be the 6th seed. Like, I think Carolina's in decent shape. Two quick things. One is, that would have been a great opportunity when Cam took his helmet off Wilds for the referee to implement your half-baked idea, the Gucci flag. This is supposed to be a penalty. Actually, It's awesome. Gucci flag on the play. The Panthers get 15 yards. That's first thing. Second thing.
Facts.
I haven't fully developed this yet, Jenna. But I wonder if there is a Cam Newton, Carmelo Anthony cross-sport career arc comparison. Once upon a time great, written off. Folks said he should be out of the league, and then finds the right role with the right team, like Carmelo did with Portland and now has with the Lakers, and is showing he can not be great, but still be effective. I wonder, Jenna.
Rails.
Monday.
Nowhere else I'd rather be than off. Time to run the no-huddle. Jump around the league. Start with Tampa visiting Washington. Bucks coming off the bye, but played like they were still on it. Looked terrible yesterday. Tom Brady picked off twice.
Not good.
To the delight of Nick Wright. The NFL's best scoring offense had nothing going against the league's worst pass defense. Then Tampa, how about Tampa favored by 10 coming into this one? Washington pulls off the upset. They dropped the Bucks to 6-3 on the season. Second straight loss, by the way, for the Buccaneers. Bruce Arians, big unhappy after the game.
Baffling to me, after the week of practice I watched these guys have, that we could play that poorly. We played with enough passion and energy for about 8 or 9 minutes to win games in this league. And we got to show up on Sundays. We're doing a hell of a job Monday through Friday, but we're not showing up on Sundays. It's all about execution and being a smart football team. We're a very dumb football team. And that's a reflection of the coaches.
What did you see in the 2 interceptions?
We started with the ball, they came away with it, so thank you guys.
One of the best post-game series of sound bites I've heard in a long time. I watched as much of that as I possibly could. Not many answers after that Bucs performance as they continue to fall behind. Look at this. The race for the NFC's best record. 4 teams ahead of them now. Reminder, only 1 bye per conference up for grabs this season. Other reminders include hand washing and checking the weather before you leave the house. Hey, Nick, how concerned should the Bucs be after their 2nd straight loss?
Oh, they should be concerned. They've played 4 teams that would currently be in the playoffs. Washington, obviously not one of them. And they're 2-2. The 2 victories came on field goals in the final moments, and the 2 losses, they were dominated. And that whole mystique of the Bucs after the bye, that bubble got popped instantly. But Broussard, I think this is a good lesson. That maybe, and this might be the nicest thing I say about New England all day. Don't judge divorces so quickly. We have celebrity divorces, and Belichick and Brady might be the most famous one. Well, here's what I'm saying. Celebrity divorce, if in the first year after the divorce, you know, the wife gets remarried, is posting workout pics on IG, and the husband loses his job and gets arrested, it's like, oh, she won the divorce. But time goes on. And if after that, all of a sudden, you know, the husband gets a new gig, is looking good, and there's rumors, I heard the wife's going to rehab. Things have gone south for her. Then all of a sudden, we're like, oh, maybe we judged it a little too early.